Okay, right. Very good evening, children. This is Akshar online classes. Welcome back to Akshar online classes. So, IIT and NEET Foundation, myself, John sir, your biology teacher. Today we will discuss about that biology. Okay. Biology. Biology is a branch of science. It deals with the living organism, especially from the plants and animal. Biology is a branch of science. It deals with the living organism, especially for the plants and animal. Okay, biology is a branch of science. Okay, so biology is a branch of science. It deals with the living organism. Example, plants and animals. Plants and animals. So biology word, what is that? Biology word derived from the biology word derived from the Greek language. What language? Greek language. Okay, in that Greek, bio means life. Logos means to study or study of. Okay, so biology word derived from the Greek language. Bio means life, logos means study. Biology, study of the living things like plants and animals. Here one more point is the very important point. Biology word first time used by the Greek scientist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Okay, biology word first time used by the biology word first time used by Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Lamarck. Okay, he was the Jean-Baptiste Lamarck was the first time used by the biology word. Next, another very important is, okay, father of the biology. Father of the biology. Father of the biology. Father of the biology. Who is the father of the biology? Father of the biology is the Aristotle. Aristotle is the father of the biology. Who is the father of the biology? Aristotle is the father of the biology. Okay. Now, especially what discussed main point, biology is a branch of science. It deals with the living organism like plants and animals. Second point, biology word derived from the Greek language. Okay, bio means life, logos means study. Biology is study of the living things like plants and animals. Third point, okay, first time that biology word used by the Greek scientist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Next, who is the father of the biology? Father of the biology is the Aristotle. Father of the biology is the Aristotle. Narasimha, very good evening. ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀನು ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀನು ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. So biology is a branch of science. It deals with the especially for the plants and animals. Plants and animals. So these are the plants and the animals are made up of what? Plants and animals are made up of what? Plants and animals are made up of cells. Plants and animals are made up of cells. Cells, very very important point. All the living organisms like plants, like animal, all the living organisms are made up of cells. All the living organisms are made up of cell. Plant is made up of cell. Animals are made up of cell. All the living organisms made up of cell. Okay. Study of the cells is called study of the cells. Study of the cells is called cytology. What it is called? Cytology. Study of the cell is called cytology. Okay. Next, who discovered the cell? Who discovered the cell? Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the cell. Who discovered the cell? Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the cell. In that cell, actually, he was observed to the bark slices. Generally, he was seen that slices of the bark. So each cell look like a compartment like structure. That each compartment he was given to the name as a cell. Okay, this is the rough diagram. Once you can see. Okay, so this each compartment, each apartment, he was given to the name as a cell. Name as a cell. So Robert Hooke was discovered the cell. Robert Hooke was discovered the cell. So this is known as the structure of the cell. Structure of the cell. So Vanish Kumara, Avinash, very good evening. Okay, cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665. So Robert Hooke observed the barks of the slice. So this all that cells like a arranged like a generally compartment like structure. Each compartment he was given to the cell. Cell word derived from that Latin language. That Latin cell means little room. Cell means little room. So you can see here I observe. So this is called nucleus. This is called nucleus. What is the jelly like substance is present? That is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. And so what is the outermost is present in that plant cell? That is nothing but cell wall. Okay, here my point is cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665. Okay, next. So you can see that a cell, all the living organisms are made up of cell. All the living organisms are made up of cell. So that's why plants are made up of cell, animals are made up of cell, all the living organisms are made up of cell. So that's why here three important point is present. What are the three important point is the cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Unit of life. That means all the living organisms are made up of cell. Second point, cell is the basic unit of life. Basic unit of life. Basic unit of life. Third point, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Unit of life. Fourth point, cell is the building block of life. What you are understand? Okay. So that means all the living organisms are made up of cell. That means plants are made up of cells and animals are made up of cell. Cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665. Cell derived from the Greek Latin language, that means little room. So these are that very very important point. Cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Second point is the cell is the basic unit of life. Cell is the basic unit of the life. Cell is the structural functional unit of the life. And cell is the building blocks of the life. So cell theory proposed by M.J. Sladen and Theodore Schwann. These are all the points belongs to the cell theory only. One more point is adding to the cell theory. That statement was given by the Rudolf Virchow. Which statement they are given? Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow given to the statement, all the cells are arised from the pre-existing of the cells. Pre-existing of the cells. So you can see that so cell theory proposed by Theodore Schwann and M.J. Sliden, Matthias J. Jacob Sliden and Theodore Schwann. So these are the two scientists proposed to the cell theory. According to the cell theory, cell is the fundamental unit of the life, cell is the basic unit of the life, cell is the structural and functional unit of the life, cell is the building blocks of the life. One more point was added by the scientist Rudolf Virchow. That statement is that all the cells are arised from the pre-existing of the cell. And here additional information from you, most based on the organism, based on the cells, organisms are classified into two types. Based on the cell, okay, organisms are divided into two types. One is the unicellular organism. Unicellular organisms. Okay. Second one is the multicellular organisms. What is the meaning of that unicellular organism? Which of the organisms made up of single cell? Which of the organisms are made up of one cell or single cell? That is called unicellular organism. Most of the animal kingdom, Protozoa phylum. In this Protozoa phylum, you know very well amoeba, okay, paramecium, okay. So next Euglena, Entamoeba histolytica. Most of the Protozoa phylum belongs to the unicellular organism. Okay, these are made up of only single cell only. Next, multicellular organism means which of the organism they are made up of more than the one cell. That is called multicellular organism. For example, multicellular organisms are example. All the plants are the multicellular organism. All the animals is the examples of the multicellular organism. Third one, all the human beings is the examples of the multicellular organisms. Avinash, are you understand? Avinash, my voice is audible to you? Avinash. Okay. Sir, please able option to unmute myself. What happened? Hello, my voice is audible? Your voice is not audible. Okay, voice is clear? Alright. So that is based on the cells arrangement, organisms are classified into two types. One is the unicellular organism and second one is the multicellular organism. Okay. Next. So cell theory proposed by whom? Cell theory proposed by whom? Cell theory proposed by Matthias Jakob Sladen and Theodor Schwann. Sladen and Schwann. And what is the one more scientist added in the cell theory? Rudolf Virchow. Okay. So cell is the basic structural functional unit of the organism. All the living organisms are made up of cells. Okay. Cell is the basic unit of the life. Cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Okay. Cell is the structural functional unit of the life. This is the cell theory. All the cells are arranged from the pre-existence of the cells. Any doubt? Now coming to the point. Okay. Coming to the point, what is the smallest cells? What is the smallest cells? Smallest cells. What is the smallest cells? That is nothing but bacteria. What is that? Bacteria. Smallest cells we can see in the bacteria. Bacteria cells we can see with the help of the microscope only. Microscope was discovered by the Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. Electron microscope was discovered by the Knoll and Ruska. Viruses we can see with the help of that electron microscope only. Very smallest minute of that organism we can see 1 lakh time bigger than the original position. Okay, so smallest cells we can see in that bacteria. So otherwise if you are in that generally in your GK question, what is the smallest cells? PPLO. Okay, but according science biology, if you see that what is the smallest cells means, okay, bacteria. And longest cell. What is the longest cell? Human nerve cell. Nerve cell is the longest cell. Human nerve cell is the longest cell. What is the largest cell? Largest cell. Largest cell is the ostrich egg cell. Ostrich egg cell. Ostrich egg cell is the largest cell. Smallest cells we can see in the bacteria. Longest cell we can see in the human nerve cell, and largest cell we can see in the ostrich egg cell. Are you understand, Avinash? Next, coming to the point, all the living organisms are made up of cells. Cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Cell is the basic unit of the life. Cell is the structural functional unit of the life. Okay. All the cells united to form a tissues. all the cells to united to form a tissues, all the tissues to united to form a organ, all the organ to united to form a organ system, all the organ system to united to form a organism, all the organism to united to form a population, all the population to united to form a community, all the community to united to form a ecosystem, all the ecosystem to united to form a biosphere. What am my point? Cell is the fundamental unit of the life, cell is the basic unit of the life, cell is the structural functional unit of the life. All the living organisms are made up of cells. The smallest unit of that organism is the cell. What is the smallest units of the organism? Cell. What is the largest unit of that? Biosphere is the largest unit. All the cells to united to form a tissues, all the tissues to united to form a organ, all the organs to united to form a organ system, all the organ system to united to form a organism, all the organism to united to form a population, all the population to united to form a community, all the community to united to form a ecosystem, all the ecosystem to united to form a biosphere. The smallest unit of the organism is the cell, largest unit is the biosphere. Avinash, are you okay? Are you understand? Next, coming to the point. So this is the total about that introduction about that. Okay. So what about the biology? What about the biology? We will go to the depth of the biology now. Okay. Once what I am saying revision, biology is a branch of science. It deals with the living organism like plants and animals. Okay. Second point, biology word derived from the Greek language, that is bio means life, logos means to study or study of. Biology, study of the living organisms like plants and animals. So biology word first time used by the Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Next, father of the biology is the Aristotle. Next, so especially all the living organisms like plants and animals are made up of cell. Study of the cells is called cytology. So first time that cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665. If you see the slices of the bark, he was observed compartment-like structures are present. Each compartment he was given to the name. So that cell is derived from the Latin word. In that Latin, that cell means little room. Okay. Next. So here that cell theory proposed by the two scientists, both of them belongs to the German scientists. One is the botanist and another one is the zoologist. Matthias Jakob Schleiden and Theodor Schwann. So first one is the botanist, second one is the zoologist. Both of them they are given to the cell theory. According to the cell theory, all the living organisms are made up of cells. Cell is the fundamental unit of the life. Cell is the basic unit of the life. Cell is the structural functional unit of the life. Cell is the building block of the life. Okay. In addition to that, so one more scientist, Rudolf Virchow, added to the one more statement, all the cells are arranged from the pre-existing of the cells. Next, Next one, so based on that cells, organisms are classified into two types. One is the unicellular organism and second one is the multicellular organism. Which of the organisms are made up of only one cell? That is known as the unicellular organism. Examples of the unicellular organism: Protozoa phylum, Amoeba, Paramecium, Euglena, Entamoeba histolytica. And one more point is exceptional cases. You know, all the fungus is the multicellular organism except the yeast. Yeast is the unicellular organism. All the algae is the multicellular organism. Exception cases of that Chlamydomonas is the unicellular organism. Okay, multicellular organism. Which of the organisms are made up of more than the two cells? That is called multicellular organism. Examples of the multicellular organism: all the plants, animals and human beings. Next, Rudolf Virchow. Smallest cells is the bacteria or PPLO, longest cells is the human nerve cell, and largest cells is the ostrich egg cell. Okay, so cell is the smallest unit of the organism, largest unit is the biosphere. Cell, all the cells to united to form a tissues, all the tissues to united to form a organ, all the organs to united to form a organ system, all the organ system to united to form a organism, all the organism to united to form a population, all the population to united to form a community, all the community to united to form a ecosystem, all the ecosystem to united to form a biosphere. The smallest unit of the living organism is the cell, the largest unit is the biosphere. Here two points are very important. Avinash, okay? Shall we go to the another topic? Yes. Next, a generalized cell consists of that three essential parts. That is three essential parts. That is the cell membrane, or plasma membrane, cell membrane or plasma membrane. Second one is the nucleus. Third one is the cytoplasm. Here what you are understand? A generalized cell consists of the three important parts. What are they? Cell membrane or plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. These are the three important parts of generalized cell consists. Here one more point we can add in. You know very well, plants. Examples of the living things is the plants and animals. What is the difference between the plants and animal? Small example, cell wall is present in the plant. Cell wall is present in the cell. Cell wall is present in the plants. Avinash, cell wall is present in the plant. Cell wall is absent in the animals. Yes or no? Yes. Next, second point is plastids. So actually plastids, leucoplast, chloroplast, chromoplast. These are the why the leaves are green in color. Because of that, chlorophyll pigment is present. In the chloroplast cell, chlorophyll pigment is present. Why the blood is red in color? Because what is present, Avinash, in the blood? What pigment is present? What pigment is present in that blood? Leaves are green in color because of the chlorophyll pigment is present. At the same time, blood is red in color because of the hemoglobin pigment is present. Okay, hemoglobin, that is red in color. Why the blood is red in color? What is present in that blood? My question is, why the blood is red in color? Because blood is red in color because of the hemoglobin pigment is present in the blood, so that's why blood is red in color. Leaves are green in color because of the chlorophyll pigment is present in that plants, in the leaves. So here plastids are present. Plastids are present in the plants, okay, like leucoplast, chloroplast, chromoplast. So plastids are absent in the where in that animal cell. Next, generally in that human being, waste material they can send outside of the body of the organism through the excretory system. In the plant cell also vacuoles are present. Vacuoles are present in the plant cell. Vacuoles are absent in the animal cell. Absent. Okay. So vacuoles present in the plant cell, vacuoles are absent in the animal cell. Fourth, last one, differences between the plant cell and animal cell. Centrioles are absent in the plant cell. Centrioles are absent in that plant cell. Centrioles are present in the plant cell, present in the animal cell. Are you understand the difference between the plant cell and animal cell, Avinash? So first point is the cell wall is present in the plant cell, cell wall is absent in the animal cell. Plastids are present in the plant cell, plastids are absent in the animal cell. Vacuoles are present in the plant cell, vacuoles are absent in the animal cell. Centrioles are absent in the plant cell, centrioles are present in the animal cell. Why? Because centriole, so we are looking like our parents, our ancestors. Because of that genetic materials are transferred. Our genetic material is the DNA transferred to the parent to the progeny, so that's why we are looking like our parents. Okay, so this is the general difference. Here my point is, a generalized cell consists of the three part. One is the cell membrane or plasma membrane. Second one is the nucleus. Third one is the cytoplasm. Here first point you can see it. Okay. So in the plant cell or animal cell, plant cell and animal cell, especially in the plant cell, that outermost layer is nothing but a cell wall. Cell wall is present in the plant cell. Okay, animal cell, if you see that this is the plant cell, outermost layer is the cell wall. In the animal cell wall is absent. Instead of the cell wall, who are present? That is nothing but cell membrane or plasma membrane. Are you understand my point? Are you catch, Avinash? Give the reply. If any problem you can ask to me, I will explain. Okay, what is my point is the, so cell wall only present in the plant cell, cell wall is absent in the animal cell. The outermost layer of the plant cell is the cell wall. In that animal, outermost layer is known as the plasma membrane and cell membrane. This cell membrane and plasma membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. Okay, so this now we can discuss about that cell membrane. Okay, cell membrane. So in that especially in that, if you see that cell organelles are present. What are the organelles are present inside the cell? So many cell organelles are present. First one is the nucleus, second one is the chloroplast, mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi apparatus, endoplasm reticulum, okay, plastids. So these are all the organelles are present in that cell. Okay, so next session we will discuss about that what are the organelles. Generalized cell consists of the cell membrane or plasma membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. Okay, what is the structure and what is the function? For example, chloroplast designed for that photosynthesis mechanism. Photosynthesis mechanism occurs in the chloroplast. Okay, respiration occurs in the mitochondria. Protein synthesis occurs in the ribosome. So that nucleus is a very important organelle. That control and coordination occur through the nucleus. Okay, each and every organelle, internal structure and what is the structure, what is the function, we will discuss tomorrow class. Okay, any doubt? Please unmute yourself and you can ask to the doubt. If you are not talking, at least you can keep the message any doubts. Okay, this is the last our time is the last 2 minutes is there. This 2 minutes 3 minutes only doubts. Any doubts, please you can how much understand also very important. Please tell me what is your doubts. Mr. Avinash. No sir, no doubts. So regularly you are attending the classes, no? On that doubts also you can ask. No problem, no issue. Okay, today topic, not only today topic, general biology doubts. Now you have the 8th class, I think mathematics, one more class is there. After this my class is completion, after one more class is there.